How y'all doing? So, welcome to the 414 Morning Podcast.
Mhm.
You know, we've been going for a while. We be rebranding. We go reveal our new logo
Yeah.
later on. Um, yeah, we just been taking care of a lot of stuff, but we back now.
Yeah, let's consider this season 2.
Yeah, officially.
Yeah, because it's been about like a year since we launched. Yeah, let's call this season 2 of 414.
Hey, motivation, motivation, motivation. I remember them days. Now we shining bright through the haze. Motivation, motivation. Hands up to the sky. Told myself one day we gon' fly. Cold nights, empty fridge. We was praying for a plate. Long days on the block trying to make a way. Mama told me keep going. Never
Yeah, so
let
today we just go get into some of the NBA stuff.
Mhm.
MVP race. Steve Kerr comments about shortening the season. Um, Unfortunately, injuries again.
To the Warriors of all teams.
Yeah, and then who we think go win the championship? Um, so I'm Armando.
I'm Daryl.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so with Steve Kerr talking about shortening the season, 82 games is good. I think that's
Yeah,
fine
yeah,
because we notice what happens when they have had like the lockout seasons.
yeah.
So those shortened seasons, like people start to like really around at or around that time, like that 50 some odd
Hmm.
games or whatever. That's really when like teams start to gel,
Yeah,
when like things really get underway, and that's when like the real like games begin.
yeah. Like they say, in the beginning of the season, sometimes the defenses are better than the offense.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, and then that offense seemed to get that second gear closer to All Star break after All Star break. But I mean, we could all be real. Basketball don't really start until after All Star break.
Exactly.
When people making that playoff push,
Mm-hmm. The trade deadline is over.
yeah, and that's when people really start playing basketball. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I watch for. I think we talked about this before. Key matchups
Mm-hmm.
throughout the season when I watch. And then, I mean, of course, I watch the Warriors because that's my team. But other than that, throughout the season, I just watch for matchups. Because
Yeah.
other than that, some of the games, no defense.
Right.
I can care less about the teams also. So I think shortening the season, I don't think that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this on previous episodes. I think the problem is the travel time.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't get to that state or city until the day of. Then all of a sudden, now we have to get things together.
Right.
We do our shoot around.
Mm-hmm.
We do our walkthrough. We come back to the arena for another shoot around. And then, you get your tape, your treatment, whatever. And then you play a game.
Yeah.
Like that's taxing
Mm-hmm.
on the body. And then I think one of the key components to injuries and why you see bad games is the back to backs.
Yeah.
Too many back to backs.
Right. And some teams they have multiple back to backs within like a few weeks of each other. So they could probably have played, like 4 to 6 games in, 2 weeks.
Because, and I know I'm jumping around here, the Warriors and the injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the Warriors have played the most back to backs this season.
Yeah.
Like it back to back after back to back after back to back. I can say that's to me a reason why all these injuries is happening.
Yeah, especially when you have an older team like the Warriors.
Yeah, but I feel like younger, older,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what,
It's just
if you not,
taxing on the body.
yeah, because you play in high stress games, you have to. Well, nobody's really practicing, but you still gotta get your individual workout.
True.
You have to do your shoot arounds.
Mm-hmm.
You're not giving your body a chance to really like relax
Yeah.
because think about it, right? As soon as we get done playing, we shower, media, right on the plane.
Yeah.
We might get there at 4 or 5 in the morning. Try to get rest if we can, and then now it's individual workout,
Mm-hmm.
shoot around, back to playing basketball again.
Yeah.
You're not getting yourself a chance to, or your body a chance to just heal.
Mm-hmm.
You just playing, 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 playing.
Yeah. So my thinking is don't shorten the season. Maybe actually lengthen the calendar. So
Or just start the season earlier so
yeah,
you don't have to play those back to backs.
right. Yeah. Like they really need to do something that is like more conducive to like the product and also like the teams as far as like the schedule. Like I know obviously like you have like the 30 teams and you're trying to like maneuver everything to like make it all like work accordingly. But sometimes like logistically you have like just imagine you have Orlando going to Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
That in itself is a taxing trip,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's like just a straight shot. That is like I know a lot of franchises, they make it like they make that a big deal, like, well, like they're on private jets, blah blah blah. If you've traveled,
Yeah.
even if you've traveled comfortably, traveling sucks.
Yes.
It
Yes.
sucks, especially when you're like, who cares about like the type of like leg space, or even if like the seats recline all the way back. It's still a small space
Mm-hmm.
with even bigger people. Like
Yes.
it's way too much.
Yeah. I mean, like, but I know I keep talking about Golden State, but we don't even have to talk about Golden State. We could talk about LA,
Hmm.
right? Just those West Coast teams.
Yeah.
Think about it, primarily because the city is busier, they're an hour behind all the other stuff. They typically play their games later.
Right.
So like you might get a like 9 o'clock game or 8 o'clock game.
Hmm.
Games party is 2.5 hours, so they don't get done playing until 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Right.
Right? And then think about it. Now I gotta get right on the plane
Hmm.
and I gotta leave.
You got to get into that traffic.
Yeah.
And leave.
And leave. You see and LA traffic at
Exactly.
that. Right? So
Regular LA traffic is already like 3 hours.
yeah, so you gotta think about like all of that stuff that factors into it. So I think personally, just don't shorten the schedule.
Hmm.
The league look watered down now is because the back to backs.
Hmm.
So players aren't able to play at their best ability.
Right.
If you want them to be available
Hmm.
and play at their peak, then I think just stop the back to backs.
Yeah.
Not saying that you shouldn't have any back to backs, but to me, there's a such thing as a schedule loss.
Hmm.
And we talked about it before, where sometimes we look at the team, we be like, yep, that's a schedule loss right
Mhm.
there. Like we already know they about to lose that game because
Right.
they're coming off a back to back.
Exactly.
Imagine having to play, Denver.
Hmm.
Well, how the area is there,
Yeah.
right? And then all of a sudden, you have to go play a team like Detroit,
Hmm.
right? So not only had to go play in this weird air, and then now I got to go play against a physical team that's about to beat the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like throughout the whole game.
Yeah. Or imagine, you don't really hear too much about it now, but when Chicago had to do, like, when they would have to do their extended leave from Chicago.
Yeah.
So they especially like in the early 2000s, where they would have to like go out west, and all three Texas teams were good. So because of them having to like play so many away games, because I forget what was happening, but there's always like some type of, I think it's the circus or
Yeah.
something, where they're not even able to play in the arena, and you have to do that loop. So you're away from home, you're tired, you're
Mhm.
not getting like the most comfortable like rest because you're away from home.
Yeah.
You haven't seen your family because like, so you're playing back to back games, but also like you have not even been home in however many weeks.
Yeah. Even like think about it. You play the Warriors,
Mhm.
right? Where they're cutting, they're running, and they just up and down, 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 up and down.
Yeah.
By the time you get to that second game, you think you want to play that game?
No.
No, like my legs gone.
Yeah.
I done ran all day. Like if I said I don't even think it's about an age thing.
Hmm.
Because even myself, I still play basketball. Like if I play in the league late at night and we have a game, and then I have to come to work,
Mhm.
which my work compared to their work is different. But even my work can be their workouts,
Yeah.
right? And then all of a sudden, once I leave work,
Hmm.
I gotta go play another game.
Right.
Half the time, I'm not ready for that game. By the time I kick it in second gear, it's like halftime.
Yeah.
So and I could just imagine them because it's more, cutting, stronger, faster, running up and down.
Right.
And I think a lot of these injuries
Hmm.
are because of they're not allowing the players to rest. We talked
Yeah.
about it in the playoffs, right?
Mhm.
how many times we watched back to back to back to back to back, one day in between, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden you play 3 or 4 more games,
Mhm.
and then you get done with that series, you get one day off, if that,
Yeah.
and then you right back to playing.
Right.
Like you just played 3 or 4, well, I say 4 high stressful games, and then I got to turn around a day in between and do it right back over again.
Yeah.
And then I got another day in between. Then I got to do it right back again. Like to me, that's taxing on the body.
Absolutely. And then just imagine once we get into like the finals
Yeah.
and you're traveling cross country.
Oh, you're back. Yeah.
Yeah. So like just imagine like like Denver to Boston. Like that's and you're doing that for however many, like maybe 2 weeks at
Mhm.
max. But like you're doing that, that's a lot. That
Yeah.
is a lot.
Yeah. And I don't think people play a factor in it. And just bouncing off of that, they're talking about having expansion teams now,
Right.
which I don't really think, considering having a team in Seattle, an expansion team, since there's already a team there.
Yeah.
But do I want to see another 2 or 3 more teams in the league?
I know they teased the Hawaii team. Now just imagine that for travel.
And Vancouver.
Yeah. Because you're not only dealing with like with travel, now you're dealing with going into another country.
Yeah. I remember, I think they teased like a China team before or something like that's like who would want to take that? Nah.
Right.
Like
On the regular, no.
no, like
no,
who,
absolutely not.
Who want to do that? Even like you got to think about it. So we already talk about the parity or like whatever in the league already.
Yeah.
Seattle would be another small franchise.
Yeah.
Right. Vancouver, of course, you can afford that because they have the money. They have so you already know that franchise, that fan base will be there.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about teams like the small market teams now.
Yeah.
So now you go add another small market team in there that can't compete.
Right. A small market team that is gonna like get their players through like the expansion draft and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not even ideal because like something that I never really like thought about when I was younger was just how small of a market both Portland and Seattle are.
Mm-hmm.
And then for them to be in such like close proximity to one another.
Yeah.
Like Portland fortunately has become, like a nice basketball town, but is not really still. So you then factor in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're not having somebody who's basically like a game changer right off the bat, then like Seattle is going to be like doomed for like 10 years.
But do I want to see an expansion team with an expansion draft? I mean, because
No.
let's think about it. Seattle with the glove, Sean Kemp, and the rest of the boys, Perkins and all them, like they were good, but they made that 1 or 2 playoff push. But can we say that people was talking about Seattle?
Right.
Like
I mean, then when you even think about later on, like
with the Ray Allen,
Rashard Lewis,
yeah,
it's not enough there.
No, because Ray Allen's putting up, he had his career highs there.
Yeah.
Like 54 against Kobe. I mean, we ain't gonna talk about that. But when we talk
he
about,
also got beat up in Seattle.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but when we think about that, they were making playoff push. They was balling. Nobody still was talking about Seattle.
Right. And then like when you talk about Seattle, they roll it into the Thunder.
Yeah, because even look at it. After that push that Ray Allen had, after he got traded to Boston, KD came over.
Right.
And then where they were supposed to be Seattle, and they just went straight to OKC.
He was Seattle for what, like a year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it went straight to OKC.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, you had good players that would have been there, but it still wasn't enough to keep the franchise there.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Do you want to revisit that? That might be one of those teams that the NBA might buy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had to help out.
Because like it's weird because like I know like I know a lot of like celebrities from like the Seattle area are
Hmm.
pushing for like a NBA franchise, but it's just like where were y'all like 20 years ago?
Yeah, and I don't mean to say this about Seattle. Seattle isn't a place that I want to be at for a long time.
Right, it's depressing.
Like, do I want to sit there in Seattle? Do I? No, like
Do
I
I want
don't.
to run into Frazier or Macklemore? Not really.
Yeah, I don't want to chill in Seattle. And I'm not talking about Seattle, but I don't want to chill in Seattle. Like I don't. Like I'm gonna hurry up and get this game over with. I'm
Right,
gonna get on the bus for my uniform on. Fuck that. I ain't even about to shower. Like
right,
let's just get up out of
right,
here. Nobody who wants to go to Seattle.
right,
That's never been on somebody's travel destination.
right. You're
Seattle.
gonna see a bunch of NBA players jumping off the Space Needle. It's like it's just not ideal. But then again, like I think 30 is good. I think
Yeah.
30 is good. Like there's only so many there's really only so many large markets
Yeah.
out there. So you want to be profitable, obviously.
Hmm.
You want attendance.
Yeah.
How do you expect to get that if you go to these smaller places? They
Yeah.
lucked out with OKC because of that being, kind of like a collegiate town.
Hmm.
They lucked out with that.
Hmm.
I don't think they'll get lucky anywhere else.
Yeah, because I don't think we have too many. I mean, least amount of team problem.
Mhm.
I think we have a player development problem
Yeah, yeah.
where I ain't gonna say we, the NBA teams,
Mm-hmm.
they bring in all these young players
Mm-hmm.
and they let go to the veterans. So now we're watching essentially AAU basketball at a professional level because we're just watching players that have no IQ,
Mm-hmm.
that just athletic, that just fast, and then that just want to just shoot the ball. But there's
Right.
no thinking involved.
Yeah.
We see five out every single day, and we just see just bad basketball. And I think that's because of it's just young players, lack of development,
Mm-hmm.
and lack of veterans being on the team, people that know
Absolutely.
how to
Veteran
play
presence.
basketball.
Yeah.
So we brought up an interesting topic last time we was on air.
Mm-hmm.
If Tatum came back to Boston, what would that do to Jalen Brown?
Yeah.
So we at first had Jalen Brown in our MVP conversation.
Yeah.
But now, since Tatum has come, there's been games where Jalen Brown has deferred to Tatum.
Yeah.
Now it seemed like since Tatum got his legs back under him, it became Tatum team now.
Right.
And I'm sorry to say this, like Jalen Brown, you've been putting up the numbers, but now you've been overshadowed.
Because it just seemed like he so casually just decided to defer and become 1B.
Yeah, I'll be like, look, I got us this far.
Yeah.
I've been balling. I've been putting up the numbers.
Right. Where are they? Number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, y'all play through me.
Right.
Like, bro, you get with our program right now at this point.
Yeah. Because he's still putting up the numbers, but it's just something's missing.
Yeah, it don't look the same.
Yeah.
It don't look the same because right now you're sharing the wealth now.
Right.
And I know, I get it. He came out on his press conference and he said that, yeah, I'm still getting the numbers, but we got Tatum back, and it ain't about me still trying to get up 30 or 40 points.
Mhm.
That I'm trying to play championship basketball. But why can't you do that and still get your accolades?
Right. Right.
So, going right into that, MVPs.
Mhm.
Who is your top? I'm gonna say 3, because I don't have a top 5.
Okay.
Not now. As looking at how the season is going.
I got at least 4.
Yeah, at least 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have 5. Jalen Brown being the sentimental. But right now, I'm looking at Wemby. I'm
Okay.
looking at Joker. I'm looking at Shea. Unfortunately,
That was my 3.
Luca.
Okay, Luca. Okay.
So yeah, like rounding out, like I said, Jalen Brown. But if we're gonna go off of like recency bias,
Yeah.
he's no longer considered.
No. Yeah. So, yeah. Once Tatum came back, it was over for Jalen Brown. Like, if you watch basketball, you knew, no,
Mhm.
Jalen Brown. You're not, because Tatum not the type of player that just about to sit back.
Right.
Like he still felt like that's his team,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I don't think he's about to sit back,
Yeah.
and just say, you know what, let's run through you.
Right.
I don't think that. I don't
Right.
think
I'll
so.
take a back seat this season. He's not doing that.
Even game one.
Yeah.
Game one. Look how many shots he got up.
And what, double or near double
Yeah.
the first game? Yeah.
And second game almost a triple double. Like you see, he wasn't out there just like, nah, let me get my legs up under him. He was
Mhm.
like, nah, I'm back. I'm getting these shots up.
Right.
But yeah, so I have Shea, I have the Joker,
Mhm.
and I also have Wemby. Me, I honestly would like to see Wemby win it because of what he do on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
That to me set him apart from everybody else. What he do on the defensive end, like I don't know. We talked about this before. I just hate giving MVP to somebody that keep doing the exact same thing. And I know y'all gonna get me for this to say, well, they're consistent. Why doesn't consistency pay off? I just think that if you're consistently the same,
Mm-hmm.
if I give you an MVP award or any type of award, you have to top what you already done.
Right.
I can't keep giving you an award for being the same.
Yeah.
Like you have to top what you're doing. Like Shea, you had a great season last year,
Uh-huh.
right? But is this season better than last season?
No.
You got more weapons this season.
Right.
And you've been hurt and they still been winning. They didn't miss a beat
Yeah.
without you. So to me, MVP is if we cannot play without you,
Mm-hmm.
does it look the same? When the Spurs play without Wemby, it does not look the same.
Something else I want to point out, if it is kind of like a 1-2 thing where it's either Shea or Wemby and the Spurs have
Mhm.
had the Thunder's number this year.
Yeah.
Convincingly when they face them.
Mhm.
Like they're not just, like squeaking out victories. They are beating them.
Yeah.
And also it's just like the jump that Wemby has made year over year.
Mm-hmm.
They could have realistically gave him Defensive Player of the Year his rookie year.
Yeah.
But like his trajectory right now, it reminds me of Giannis just in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
So like when that what 3-4 years or whatever, when Giannis was either getting the MVP or Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved and stuff like that's basically like where Wemby is at. Like we're already talking about him either like getting a championship this year. He just like Shea did last year, he could probably realistically make a sweep and collect all the major awards.
Yeah. Yeah, because like when we just go over the three, Shea. What is Shea doing special this year than he did previous years?
Yeah.
I don't see the difference.
Right.
Right. The Joker, you got more weapons. This year you got a healthy Maury,
Yeah.
right? You got more weapons now. You got more shooting around you. I mean, yeah, you still putting up the numbers,
Yeah.
but you always put up those numbers.
Right. And it's crazy to think that like again, like it is nothing to like, to like downplay. The man in like all the important categories is top 10 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I think he's first in rebounds, first in assists.
Mm-hmm.
I think 8th in points. He's like really like and that's a slight discrepancy because it's like 28 and a half I think he averages. So we could just really round that. The man is giving you like 30, 11, and 11 any given night.
Yeah, because with OKC with Shea,
Mhm.
right? You got the Avengers, and if they can fight the war, why am I going to give the award to Tony Stark?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the Joker, like I feel like he's put up the numbers. In my eyes, it's Joker or Wemby.
Uh-huh.
To me, it's a two-man race, and it comes down to these last 10 games or whatever. So
Yeah. But where does Denver sit? 5th or 6th?
I think they're higher than that.
Because I think the Lakers I think are 3rd in the West, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's like it's OKC, the Spurs. I believe it's the Lakers. So okay, maybe Denver is like 4th.
Yeah.
Because I think the Rockets are 5th or
Minnesota is
6th.
somewhere in there too.
Oh yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. So okay, but yeah, like they're Joker is giving you the same numbers, but he's also giving you like the same like record.
Yeah.
So that's why I think they're gonna probably end up finishing the season with like 50, 54-ish games. So that's good, but it's the same thing.
And that's what I mean. So you're giving me the same thing.
It's a ceiling.
We're getting in the same place
Yeah,
every single year. We enough just to get us to top 4, top 5,
right.
and that's it.
But also like those wins before, like during his like MVP run, that was putting them at the top of the
Yeah.
West. Not anymore.
Yeah. Then at best, we just winning a round.
Yeah,
That's it. And then we
Mhm.
compete second round, and then usually that's the exit.
right. Now you're
Right.
going home.
Right. So it's the same thing. Now Wemby, you didn't make the playoffs,
Uh-huh.
and then now you're top 2.
Right.
Like I can't
It's-
ignore that.
And I'm not gonna say that, like Castle and like the rest of them don't have anything to do with it, but what, this is year 3 for Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's unreal, like what he's doing right now. Where we are really talking about someone who is what, 2021, that could like feasibly win the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. And then look at Shea and the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at Wemby, right? Wemby doesn't take a play off, offensively or defensively.
Yeah.
You don't know the Joker or Shea for being lockdown defenders.
Yeah.
Right.
Shea's a decent defender.
Well, I think he's allowed to get away with more on the defensive end because of who he is. And do you want to be the referee to foul Shea out?
Yeah.
Do you want to be that referee?
Right.
So I think there's a lot of times where I see him doing a lot of fouling, but
Mm-hmm.
he don't get that. He don't get caught. So for us, our top 3 MVPs is the Joker, Wemby, and Shea.
Yeah.
Let us know if y'all agree, or if there's a dark horse in there that we not seeing.
I think the dark horse, if he continues his level of play, is Luka. Like if he could will them into like the top 3, but we talked about this off camera, where it's like it was a big deal the trade last year, but has Luka really done anything to kind of like put the Lakers over the hump?
No, I think Luka's just being Luka.
Yeah,
Luka's putting up the same numbers he's always put up with. Only difference is people see him more now because he playing with LeBron.
Yeah.
That's it. He to me he's doing the same thing he did with Dallas. He's doing the same thing. Like, can you tell me he elevated his game really? Like,
offensively, it's still
just-
there. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's all the same. Like the expectation was once he like lost that weight, got in better shape, that he was going to try to at least play both ends of the floor, and that has not been the case.
nope. And I think what trumps that is because he cry all the time to the refs.
Yeah, well, he's going through a divorce.
Well, you said just like Hoodie Mello, divorce Luka is different.
Yeah.
Divorce Luka is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just if they was top 2 or the number 1 seed,
Okay.
then I give it to Luka. But I don't know. The Lakers basketball it's not a pretty brand of basketball.
It's not.
To me, it's Luka go score, and then Reeves take his turn, and then we just hit LeBron for his dunks.
Mhm.
I don't see a real basketball team. I see in the playoffs once the court shrink and they have to play half court, I can see them losing first round.
I can see that. I can see them being swept first round.
All right. So before we get up out of here, something that's been bothering me.
Mhm.
The talk about Bam's 85 points.
83.
83 points. Sorry, I forgot he missed another free throw. 83 points,
Mm-hmm.
right? 83. I keep saying this. It's 83.
Yeah.
However, how he scored it, he scored it.
Yeah.
And I hate the fact that people are coming out now and trying to give him some type of backlash about scoring at 83 points. If I have a chance to score 83 points, I'm scoring fucking 83 points.
Yeah.
I'm scoring 83 points. And now people, I think they only have a problem with it because he surpassed Kobe's 81.
Mm-hmm.
But the same people that's in the media, Stephen A., the same people that's in the media Gil, the same people that's in the media talking about, oh, he passed Kobe Bean Bryant. Y'all the same people that don't have Kobe on your top 5 list.
Right, but also in recent years have done a lot to downplay and criticize him as a player.
Yeah.
Kobe wasn't like that. He wasn't that nice. Like Stephen A. has come out and said things like that. Gil more recently has made it seem like Kobe was just a cone out there. Is
Yeah, one good game against Kobe, and that's all he talk about.
yeah, 20 years ago. Like and this, but it even like Jeff Teague them like it's a lot of people who up until Bam's 83 they have all made it seem like Kobe wasn't that nice.
Yeah.
Like now all of a sudden it's like how did he he's
that?
not on that level of a Kobe like now all of a sudden, but then there's so much contradiction and hypocrisy
Yes.
when it comes to that type of stuff because you'll have somebody like Brian Scalabrine, like his whole quote, like I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me, and Bam getting 83 just shows that there's levels to this.
Yeah, and to me, what they need to marvel at is the fact that he's a power forward slash centers. Usually, people that get those numbers are guards that chuck up a lot of threes and get to the line.
Right.
Like, and he didn't even do it the traditional way where I'm putting my back against the basket and I'm going to dunk everything. Like he got it at all levels.
Yeah, take a look at the shot selection.
At all levels. Especially with somebody, I'm not saying Bam don't have a bag, but somebody that's at that size that's capable of scoring 83 points.
Yeah. And I mean, also, like, y'all got to take a look at, like, the man's, like, contributions to basketball. Like, he's an Olympian for a reason. He wasn't just selected for the sake of being selected. He was selected because of his ability to play basketball.
Yeah. And I'll take a little bit further than that. Look at Devin Booker when he scored. Because people want to talk about the free throws and how they force fed him.
Yeah.
You don't think they force fed Devin Booker with his 70 points?
Right.
Right? And I know you want to compare Kobe's 81 to Bam's 83. Right? We compared the numbers already. Right? They needed every point of Bam's. It wasn't like it was a blowout until the end.
Right.
Right? Not just that. Like, we want to talk about Wilt's 101 point. Right? So, I'm a firm believer, like, did it really happen? Did it really happen? Like, so I'm sorry. Like,
without threes, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm not about to rage bait right now. But I probably piss a lot of people off, especially historians, right? My thing is, Babe Ruth, we was able to see him pitch, right?
Yeah.
The old War Wars, we got film of that.
Yeah.
Right? Old football games, we got film of that.
We got a film of Abraham Lincoln.
Right? So the camera that they invented to shoot film, to shoot sports, it was invented way before Wilt's 101 points.
Right. We have all these other games of Wilt's, even like his college games.
So why don't the greatest thing in NBA history, 101 points, why don't we have film on that?
Right.
Why don't we even have highlights?
Right.
You telling me out of everything we don't have that? Because the games were filmed delayed back then.
Right.
So why can't we pull up footage of that?
That's great. It's just crazy to me. But I mean, then again, like we know the NBA has had a lot of influence over a lot of things that they've done. Like even the hype that they put behind Michael Jordan. Like everything with like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. A lot of stuff the NBA like is not serendipitous that it happens. It's programmed. It's formulated to happen.
Yeah, but
so I think that's why like this 83 they don't like it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why like over the past couple weeks since then you've heard a lot more chatter about records.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're just trying to like bury this 83 by just making a big deal out of like the most minute, obscure records right now.
Yeah, and we talking about a 7'1", 2" player that was scoring against 5'10", 6'2" players.
Yeah.
Like with no athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me he should have scored 100?
But also like, and it could be out there. But have you ever seen like like the what did everybody else do on the team? Have you ever seen that?
Did you see the final score? Have
No.
you ever heard of the final score?
No.
We don't see no field goal percentage. You don't see no free throw. How many free throws he attempted? You don't see nothing. How many rebounds did he have that game?
Yeah.
How many block shots? How many assists? All you know is 101.
Right.
That's all we know.
And I mean, I again could be wrong. Like, because hell, even Cheryl Miller.
Yeah, you see footage of hers.
Yeah. So I'm just curious, but like that's something to like dig into. Like I never bothered to do it, but now I'm curious about it.
I'm just saying because we keep talking about the 83 and the 81, and
Uh-huh.
people want to just shame it.
Right.
Especially the 83. Like you said, I feel like in upcoming years or probably pretty soon, they're going to force somebody to beat that 83 points because they don't want that. Bam wasn't supposed to have that 83.
Because he's not a name
Yeah.
that should be associated with like highest scoring games.
Yeah. If you see a lot of these high scoring games, you telling me they wasn't force fed the ball to get certain records.
Right.
So I don't see if you had a chance to score 83 points, would you not want the ball?
Exactly.
If I'm on fire, I want the ball. You think when Klay Thompson had that 60 points and whatever 3/4 whatever he had that was crazy,
Mm-hmm.
the Warriors were intentionally, purposefully trying to give him the ball.
Right.
So I just don't get it. If you're not a good teammate, coach, or whatever, if you're not trying to help your teammate beat a record,
Exactly.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But if you want more content like this, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe.
Also, we're gonna start trying to like put out more stuff, like at least reels and shorts on like other social media platforms. So just be on the lookout for that type of stuff as well. Like, so we're just trying to add more content. Also, like your new page.
All right, yeah. Oh yeah, coming soon. More details will be in the work.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed that I've been doing my comedy stuff. So I'll be doing a live show. Details will be later, but I'm not gonna say it's in 2 weeks. I'm not gonna say it's not in 2 weeks. You just have to tune in.
All right. Absolutely.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Armando.
I'm Daryl.
As always, kiss my podcast.
Motivation, motivation, motivation. I remember them days. Now we shining bright through the haze. Motivation, motivation. Hands up to the sky. Told myself one day we gon' fly. Cold nights, empty fridge. We was praying for a plate. Long days on the block trying to make a way. Mama told me keep going. Never let it